Now, the most important things that I'm now coming to talk about. The first thing is that Islam generally deals with what your outward is. Islam does not have to do, Islam doesn't look at your inner word or inward. Islam doesn't look at what is concealed inside your bosom, inside your chest, inside your heart. It just looks at the appearance. It just looks at the outward, which means if you enter a masjid, say for Dhuhr or for Asr or for any Salah, only a Muslim enters a masjid to pray. So if someone notices you going and praying in the masjid, irrespective of whether they have seen you before or not, they will consider you a Muslim. Because a Muslim is someone whose outward appearance makes him a Muslim. If you have a beard, if you wear a skull cap, if you are amongst the Muslims, people would again consider you or think you to be a Muslim. Likewise, if when you are slaughtering an animal, you say Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, and you slaughter the animal, we consider that dhabiha halal for us. We're not going to look at whether you actually meant Bismillah, Allahu Akbar when you said that or not. Nothing, none of that is observed. Likewise, when you fast in the month of Ramadan, the Ramadan month has come and you fast in the month of Ramadan with all the other people around you, then whether you are really fasting or whether you go into the kitchen or into your bedroom and gulp down something or have something secretly without letting the world know, we're not going to look at all that. No one is going to come questioning about that. We ask you, are you fasting? And if you say you're fasting, then we would know you're a Muslim. So Islam, which is why I'm saying, deals with just the outward of yours, which is why, when you have applied for Umrah or for Hajj, all they look at is your name and at times your religion. That's about it. And they grant you the visa. And you go perform Hajj, you go do Umrah. Why? Does anyone come and check with you? Does anyone come and ask you, are you really a Muslim? Do you recite the kalima? Can you recite the kalima? Do you recite the Quran? Do you know this? No, none of these questions are asked. So which is why I'm saying that Islam actually talks only about your outward. I'll give you some examples from the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. On one occasion, Osama ibn Zayd was chasing the enemy, and the enemy was, giving him giving him a run for his money. So eventually, the enemy sees that he can no longer run, he can no longer save himself, and then he puts his hands up and says, "Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah." Despite him uttering the kalima, Osama ibn Zayd continues to, go after him and behead him. So when he does this, some people get to know that this is what happened, and they report the matter to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam summons Osama ibn Zayd, and he asks him, why did you kill him even after he had clearly said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah? Osama ibn Zayd tried to, respond to the question, and he tried to say that, look, O Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was, fearful. He knew that he was going to come under my sword, which is perhaps why he said the kalima in order to save his life. The minute this said, the minute Usama ibn Zayd radiallahu anhu said this, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Afala shaqaqta an qalbihi hatta ta'lam?" I mean, did you tear apart the heart of this gentleman in order to see if he had really said that kalima with the bottom of his heart, or he just said it in order to save his life? You don't know that. It clearly proves that Islam talks to you, or Islam governs only by looking at your appearance, only by looking at your outwardness.